Hi, Jeff.
Hi.
Nice to meet you and greetings from Wani. Thanks for joining us. Okay, I assume Possessed have never played Bloodstock before. If that's the case, what were your expectations? Did they fulfill your expectations today?
Yeah, more. You know, I had no idea. You know, so I got here and I was like, wow. You know, so I heard it was big, but it's really nice.
Yeah. Oh, great. So what?
Fantastic time.
I'm happy about that. Yeah.
Great stage, great sound.
Excellent.
Great crowd.
Yeah. So what do you guys think of this year's lineup, especially today?
What do we think of the people playing here?
Yeah, the bands playing here today, or the lineup.
It's awesome. I mean, it's awesome. It's a great lineup.
Yeah, excellent. So, do you have any time to see any bands later on? Are you hanging about?
Well, my bus doesn't get here for another 10 hours, so I'll be around.
Oh, good. Party later then. Okay, in May, you guys got signed to Nuclear Blast for your third studio album. How did the deal happen?
How did the deal happen? Well, we made a demo tape, and we basically sent it to the Nuclear Blast people. Yeah. Because that's who we wanted it. Well, we sent it to a few other people, but Nuclear Blast was our main goal. And my guitarist Dan is also in a band, Gruesome, and I guess his drummer sent him a copy. And also, from what they've been saying, is for the last 4 years, a good friend of mine, Kirk Hammett, has been saying, now all you guys need is Possessed, right? So he's been after him for the last 4 years. And of course, I grew up with Gary Holt from Exodus, and I know the Slayer guys, and I think they had a lot, you know, they've always been friends of ours, and everybody put in good words, and I think they really, really liked the demo, and that's really what sold it, you know, because from what I heard is they got the demo, and then Wagemaker over in Europe said he got an email that said the 8th Church, and you said the 8th Church, like Possessed or like what? And it was just, here's Possessed new demo, Christmas came early, sign them immediately. Amazing. And that's how it happened.
Oh, that's excellent.
It's like a dream come true.
Yeah, absolutely. So could you tell us the current status of the record?
I'm sorry, what?
Could you tell us the current status of the record?
Well, we have about 9 songs. I want to get about at least 14 or more, and then just pick the cream of the crop for the album.
And what about a release date? Do you have one planned?
We're shooting for January 1st. Yeah. But somewhere between January and May.
Okay. So Possessed 7 Churches album is a classic death metal record, which established you guys as creators of death metal. So could you tell us about your musical direction on that record?
The direction we took?
Yeah.
Well, back then there was a place called Ruthie's Inn, and it's kind of like the CBGBs of the West Coast, right? It's like a dirty old, it used to be a jazz club. It's in a bad part of Oakland, and all the bands used to come there, all the hardcore metal bands, the harder the better. And so Exodus got us some gigs there, and we started playing there, and then what happened was a lot of punk rock bands started infiltrating, and I really loved the hardcore punk rock, and we just kind of melded the punk and the metal together, and said, let's just make the heaviest, fastest, most satanic, evil fucking music we possibly can. And then we wanted it to be different, and it was different than anything else. So we said, let's call it death metal, because there's speed metal, there's thrash metal, there's black metal. Well, and I honestly thought that Possessed would be the only death metal band, and that's how people would know Possessed as the death metal band.
Absolutely.
But then it kind of took off into a genre. I mean, at first people just laughed at us; they didn't understand it. But then more and more it took off. We put out some demo tape, and then it just blew up, you know?
That's great.
Yeah, it was incredible. I was 16 and just went from there.
Amazing, that's great. So your lineup has changed completely compared to the last 3 records released in the 80s.
Yeah.
So obviously you're the voice of the band. but who's taken the main responsibility for songwriting?
Could you speak up just a little?
Okay, sorry. So your lineup has changed completely since your first 3 records in the 80s. So you're the voice of the band, and who has taken the responsibility for the main songwriting process?
Well, so far I've written a lot of songs. Danielle Gonzalez, my guitarist, has written some songs, and we've collaborated. Me and Claudeous have collaborated on some songs.
Yeah.
So basically, me and the guys are writing the music, and I'm writing the lyrics.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you expect, like feedback from your fans regarding the new studio album?
Well, I hope they like it. Yeah, of course.
I'm sure they'll love it.
And I'm just going to do the best I can.
Yeah, okay. So technology has changed since the recording process in the 80s, like mixing and mastering. So how you adapt to new ways of recording, mastering?
Well, I still want to do it partially analog. I don't want to just go all digital. I don't want to overproduce it. I want to keep an old school sound.
Yeah.
But yet, some things are good, and it's wise to take advantage of some technology. And so I hope it's going to be a really good experience. So far, we recorded the demo on a fucking laptop, and it sounded great. So when we get to a real studio and we have our pick of the litter, we're not gonna overproduce it. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna make it classic death hardcore metal.
Yeah.
With some flair. And
of course.
I don't know how to explain it, but I like it a lot more than the other stuff. So.
Yeah. Great. Okay. So what are your plans for touring? Are you gonna go all guns blazing when the album is out, or will you be doing it before?
Yeah, as soon as the album's out, I hope to. I want to play around the States because I've been kind of neglecting the United States for a while, and I want to, because we're a U.S. death metal band, so I want to play for, in my own country for a year or so, and then, really tour the album, and then the sky's the limit. Just tour, Europe and South America and Asia, and the usual circuit that we have been doing, with the new album,
How about India? Do you think
I would love to play India.
Yeah, you got some big fans out there.
I've heard that India, that scene is really blowing up out there.
Yeah, it is.
If I get an invite, I'll be there.
Oh, well, I'm sure something will happen. We'd love to see you there. Okay, I'd like to thank you so much for taking your time out to speak to me and Wani. Yes, it was amazing.
All right, awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.